Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday. It is episode number 48. We're going to hit 50 on Friday.
The podcast is going to be almost as old as me.
And there's that. Anyway, hopefully everybody had an awesome weekend. We have a pretty good show planned for you today, including one of these. But before we do that, we have trivia. Sharon has a trivia question for you as we wait for the numbers to build. All right, what's your trivia?
During World War I, what animal was most used in the trenches to boost morale?
Can I take a guess or you want me to wait?
Well, you can take a guess.
It's got to be dogs, puppies.
Okay.
Puppies. That's what I'm thinking. Puppies.
Okay.
Because dogs always make you,
Who knows? Who knows? World War I. What animal was used the most in the trenches to build morale? So there you go.
There you go. I'm guessing it's probably dogs. I mean, because
Okay.
it can't, sure as heck ain't cats. It's probably not going to be birds. Certainly not fish. It's got to be dogs. Maybe horses. Oh, I never thought of that. Horses. Anyway,
Pet raccoons.
not squirrels because they're rats with pretty tails.
People have them as pets, though.
Do they?
And it didn't say
Squirrels?
pets; it said animal.
Okay. Anyway, there you
Right?
go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say hi and thank you to our sponsor, who is going to be joining us here in a
I
little bit.
know. Mr. Rebacks preferred.
You know, every day I need to have listings, I need to have buyers, and it's essential for my business to take care of not only the business, but to take care of my family. But ultimately, I want to be able to do such a good job that I get their referrals. That's what I really want. If I get their referrals, that tells me that I've done everything I possibly could to take care of them.
Very well
There you
done,
go.
Eddie.
Yep.
And Eddie's going to join us, going to give us an update on the fundraiser that we were a part of on Thursday.
Cinco de Mayo.
Very, very well.
Post Cinco de Mayo.
Yep. It was a great event over there at Reset. So he's going to join us and just give us a heads up of what's going on in the real estate market locally and globally and, nationally and interest rates and whatever. So we'll take a couple minutes with him coming up.
Yeah, So I used this picture today for the, because we were talking about what we are going to talk about today. And Mondays are kind of a hard day. And so that's actually a staged picture. I'm like, hey, get on either side of that rock, act like you're lifting it up. And so we posted, because of Monday Heavies, we're talking light and fluffy today. So
I like that.
yeah, let
Okay.
us carry the load today, people.
See, I think people would have believed that me and Josh were actually lifting that rock. He had to ruin it.
That's when we were out in Yellowstone. Yeah, because Josh was even holding on to his water bottle.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny, though?
That was awesome. That was a great trip. It
I
really,
know,
truly
I know.
was.
Okay, so trivia. During World War I, what animal was most used in the trenches to boost morale?
World War I. I'm going to say horses. Now that I think horses or dogs.
In the trenches.
Okay. Well, I guess you can't get a horse in the trench. Never mind. Dogs.
You can. I mean, there's got to be one end of the trench that Terry's guessing dogs.
Okay. Sherry from McCravers.
She's saying,
Hey. Early birthday. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
okay, so it's a good thing that we don't have t-shirts for this one.
Well, it'd be good for Terry. Did she get it? Oh, somebody, Donna says a goat. Cats? No way. No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No, that's AI.
Nope.
That is AI. Well, Brittany guessed cats. Brittany's Sinsel.
Yeah. So,
How could it be cats?
I'm going to tell you how. So soldiers sought out the assistance and comfort of four-legged animals, including cats, who were used in trenches to boost the morale. Other ones were dogs, homing pigeons, foxes, goats, lion cubs, and even raccoons.
Wow.
As pets and mascots. Cats not only kept their compatriots in good spirits, They fended off rats, but they also used their heightened sense of atmospheric pressure to detect bombs in advance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So there were 75 different animals who received the PDSA Dickin Medal, which was established in 1943 to honor the military service of animals. So there you go. Cats.
That's pretty cool.
500,000 used in World War I.
Never would have guessed that in a million years.
Michelle, of course, it's cats. That's right. Well, think about it. Dogs, they'd all be barking and giving you away,
Oh, that's true.
you know?
But cats would run off. Like,
They would use cats and kittens.
okay.
Well, if they were in the trench.
I know.
I'm thinking
Down
trench.
low,
Yes.
cuddling.
Like deep, like where you're standing in the trench.
Right. I don't know.
Isn't that what a trench is?
I don't know.
I never served in a war.
Different trenches, different sizes, big trenches, little trenches. Trench
So
coat.
there you go, people.
Wow. there
Another
you go.
trivia question for you to use
There-
at your next party.
Yeah, that'll be good. All right.
It's for
So
all
the
those cat
weekend,
haters
where do
out
you want to
there.
start? You want to talk about the air show on Saturday?
I specifically did that for all the cat haters that we know.
Yeah, I'm not a cat hater. I love
Yeah.
cats. Sometimes I hate our cats, but mostly I love them.
So there we are
Oh, there we are.
on our
Oh,
little
that's a nice picture.
party,
That's very nice.
sitting out in the beautiful sunshine.
Shout out to Rob and Michelle, Meredith Party Rentals.
Mhm.
Thanks for the invite. A lot of fun. Your family's awesome. Your friends are awesome. The food, oh, so good.
So I had family and friends that went to the air show. Did you?
Did not. Well, if you did, I did, because you and I have the same family.
Okay.
So I don't know anybody specifically who went.
Well, so this is what we got to see. Oh, wow. Where we sat. Look at that plane going. Look at
That was freaky. When that dude does that, and then I guess he cuts his engine or whatever he does, but man, oh man, that made me anxious. I'm glad that
you weren't there.
I didn't know. I just, even sitting in Rob's driveway, seeing that, it made me anxious. I'm like, oh,
I seriously, I think I would pass out
well,
because it's like you're free falling. like
that's
you're
exactly what he
jumping
was
out of a
doing.
plane.
And it's spinning like this. And then all of a sudden,
Mm-mm.
not me. Can't do it.
So then this guy,
This was awesome.
this was so cool because we were like really in their flight pattern where the Thunderbirds and that would pivot or turn right over the house or right by the street. And this has, what is that on the top of it?
It's like a radar map thingy jobby
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah. So it looked just like a huge jet and it just real slow came around, went right over us with
Yeah.
their little, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
So, what is it? A couple goldfish that gave their lives to tell us we forgot to turn the heat up. Oh no. Oh, we were away for the weekend.
Wait a minute. What?
His goldfish died.
Dude, that's horrible. That's a bad Monday, Lodo Joe.
Was that this weekend?
Must have been.
Oh, yeah. So, anyways,
It got that cold this weekend. Come on.
well, the water temp, maybe it's not sitting
Yeah.
in sun or something. I don't know. So,
I don't know. Can you see the sun I got on my? Forgot to put my hat on yesterday, and we were sitting out back on the patio on Mother's Day.
I
And
don't know.
I when I went to bed, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, "Ooh, my forehead, my giant forehead is all red."
Yeah.
Anyway, which is really good because I had basal cell removed from over here. So,
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
But anyway, unfortunately for some people, though, talking about the air show, it wasn't a fun experience because of all the parking issues. So, hopefully, people can get past that because from all the pictures and everything I read, it was a pretty cool event.
Well, and yeah, because my family posted video and because they were right there in the action. So that was cool. And then friends of mine who's a pilot, they got like to go on and tour some of the different planes and helicopters and stuff because they were given helicopter rides. But I mean, what a cool event for Toledo. And I know, I did not realize it had been how many years since it was hosted here?
2019, last time it happened.
So as a former event coordinator planner, I mean, like everything has to be in order. And I don't know why they didn't have officers out there directing traffic. Why isn't there like a TARTA shuttle from out area parking lots and just constantly run back and forth? I mean, like
I believe some of the parking lots had a school bus, that a school bus was taking them out. But when it's over, you're going to have so many people that all leaving at the same time. That is not going to be fun.
Well, and there were people that were specifically coming into Toledo for the weekend.
I know.
Because they were excited about that air show and they were stuck in traffic. I just feel bad because it's horrible when something goes wrong, something's overlooked, or something didn't work out. They weren't anticipating the crowd size. The weather helped with that a lot.
Beautiful.
It was absolutely gorgeous. And
maybe they should pre-sell the tickets so they know how many are coming. Because a lot of people don't have it ready. Digitally, and all you got to do is flash your phone or whatever, and they scan it and you go. But a lot of people probably didn't have that.
Right.
And so it slowed everything down.
Right. And they were talking about that on their post, that have your app downloaded, have it ready.
Yep.
All of that. But still, that's a heavy stream of traffic to get caught up in and sit in, and you bought tickets and all of that. And
we didn't have any traffic issues.
The concession prices they were talking about.
$4 for a water. $4 for one bottled water.
Because you couldn't bring your own water in.
Gouging.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some things that they need to revisit.
I don't know why they do that stuff. Oh, Rob Fairchild, there he is. Thanks for coming.
I know. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, it was awesome. We enjoyed it. You got any leftovers? Let me know. I'll come over.
Oh, LDJ, that was a few years ago about his goldfish.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I drove the shuttle when they were here in 2019. So they did have shuttles in 2019. So did they not have shuttles?
They had to have. They had, I believe, I thought I read it was a school bus. They had school buses. So I don't know. There's no way you can have people park off site and then not get them over to the airport.
There's just so many outlying areas that have parking lots that aren't being used. It's kind of like when the the LPGA is at Highland.
Right. They park over.
Right. And then they have a shuttle.
Right.
Let's see here.
Loma Linda's could have parked there. Heck, you could have parked at Loma's and then walked.
Oh, wow.
Last time we went to the air show, my kids were just in grade school. I remember it was so freaking hot. They actually had firemen going around giving out free water. We spent most of the time underneath a plane wing. Well, I think that's why they did it in May, because it gets so hot when they do it in June or July because of the sun just blasting the runway. And, the heat is just brutal.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't have that problem. Just people whining because of parking and $4 waters.
Rob, did you account for all your clothing in your closet? Question mark. I don't know who.
It was Sharon's idea, by the way, Rob. Anyway, I put on one of Rob's shirts.
Come on, that is a good practical joke on a friend.
It was funny.
We're standing there, and he had all these cute little flavorful shirts lined up, and I'm like, slip one of those on. Let's take your picture.
He's into flavorful shirts. Here you go. I'll show you this way. We don't have it ready, but there I am in Rob's closet wearing one of his flavorful shirts.
Well, because in fairness, they were having an open house.
Who is that?
So
who's on the shirt?
That's Animal from the Muppets.
He's got an animal shirt.
It was an open house, so they let you walk through their beautiful new home. So we
walked through. And
it looked good on you, Denny.
I know it did, and I almost took it, but then I'm like, no, that'd have been funny if I would have taken it, and then the next time we golf, I'm wearing it. That's what I should have done.
Oh, that is funny,
but I didn't think of it.
Okay, let's see here. Good afternoon.
Hello, Jan.
Yeah. Sherry is saying yes, they had Trinity Church, maybe.
I don't know.
Shuttle or Trinity School. I don't know. It was. Thank you, Monica. I hope yours was as well. So
it was a really good Mother's Day, I thought.
Yeah. Well,
saw both kids.
Anything beats last year, but yeah, we saw both kids. We went out for a nice dinner, and then we came back and played euchre.
Boys against the girls. Girls just spanked us. Josh and I did not have a good day. But Friday night, I did have a good day. Me and Scott beat Sharon and Janet. So we
had game one.
You won Friday. We were down 10-2, and Scott and I got back-to-back loners when we both dealt.
Yeah, they
ended up they both went through. So we were down 9-2. They were in the barn. We came back and beat them.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
I always question when people deal themselves a loner, and then the next partner he dealt himself a loner.
I'm slick enough to be able to do that. Okay, the way I deal, and you cut the cards. So Maybe it was in your cutting.
You were cutting something else last night.
And there's that. Anyway.
Happy Mother's Day to me.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. You want to bring Eddie in?
No.
No. Why wouldn't you want to bring Eddie in?
I see enough of Eddie.
He's our
What?
There he is.
That is so rude.
Hey, look at this hat.
Look at that.
Look at that hat
Hey,
right there.
boy, is that at the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
We went all out and wore our new T-shirts. Jeans.
Hey, by the way, that shirt in Rob's closet is his shirt that he wears when I'm around because I'm a drummer.
Oh,
no
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. That
Yeah,
makes-
I sat in with the band on Thursday night.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
When you're not buying and selling their houses, you mean?
Exactly.
Anyway, obviously you're our Monday sponsor, so thank you for that. So before we talk about
Thanks for having me on.
the fundraiser you guys have been doing for like 23 years, with the exception of
Right.
COVID didn't make it, and you guys raise
Right.
money, stays local, which is the
Yes.
best part for Children's Miracle
Yep.
Network and the Komen Foundation. Now I understand you have the
Yep.
total numbers.
Yeah, so we raised over $72,000 just in that one night. So that takes us over $600,000 in total donations to Children's Miracle Network in our 23 years of doing this.
Wow.
Wow.
That is pretty awesome. So
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
72,000 is that normal for what you guys have done in the past? More, less, what?
I believe that is up.
Well, you're welcome. The Schaefers were there. I think
Well,
we met
and
MC.
we've had some pretty prestigious MCs in the past. All of them. And nobody's listening to this, right? It's just the three of us.
Just us.
Okay. I think you were definitely the best.
Okay. I would agree. No, it was fun. And
Don't pray for me because now I have two egos on the screen right now.
but no, it was a good event, and we're going to do it again next year. May, was it 7th?
Yes, May 7th next year, 2026. Can you believe it? We're already planning for 2026.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if Lord willing, we're there. I'm going to seek out Janet, the woman who made that giant donation. I need to know that woman's story.
Yeah, that was incredible. That's something that we've never seen happen. And man, what a blessing in several ways to be blessed with that kind of financial abundance that you can bless others. How cool is that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was some heavy money going on around there that night.
I know. It was a great night. And it goes fast, doesn't it?
Oh,
yeah, it really does.
It does.
It really does.
It helps when the packages are so cool. Going to Indy 500 and the tree houses out at Oak Openings, Put in Bay trip, boat trip on Lake Erie, Mud Hens, sweet tickets. I mean, you guys have great auction items, and people will bid on those great items.
Oh, yeah. Think of how much money we could raise if they auctioned me off.
Priceless.
Yes,
Eddie.
think about that.
Priceless.
Would be the highest
Would,
fundraiser ever.
would Jennifer bid on you, though, is the question.
No. As a matter of fact, she would probably stop that from happening.
Well, and that's just the big ticket items. All the silent auction items were in a whole nother room.
Yeah.
How many silent auction items were there? Do you even know? Off the top of your head?
Over 100. Jennifer and I actually won a couple. She won some kind of facial thing from one of the area salons, and I bid on a carrot cake and got the carrot cake.
Yes. Fellow carrot cake lover right over here, Eddie.
Oh, it was amazing.
From where? Who's making it?
What's funny is the sticker on the box is really small, and I couldn't remember who the person was. Excuse me. So we're trying to figure out who that was, but it was amazing. We're definitely going to get some cake from them again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! At first I thought you said Snicker. I thought, ooh, Snickers and carrot. Interesting combo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was outstanding.
Well, it was
great night. Thank you so much for everything. You were fantastic.
That was fun. So we'll do it again next year. And thank you to Sharon, who was there and support and all that.
Eight.
All right, let's talk real estate.
Yeah.
Let's talk real estate.
One of the premier realtors in Toledo.
Oh, stop it some more.
So let's start with the obvious question. What is, because I haven't looked, because we moved in the condo in November. What are interest rates at right now, and how's it affecting your industry?
They're still hovering in the high sixes. It depends day by day. We're hoping to see another decrease, a couple of decreases actually this year. So, one of the things somebody can do as a buyer to be able to help their situation in reducing their budget is to buy down their interest rate, right? They can throw some cash at that and it helps buy down their interest rate. Most lenders are saying, don't do that. We're anticipating rates to come down. How far? We have no clue. Last time they dropped the quarter point, there's a lot of chaos out there right now, and not just in real estate, but just in the world in general. And, the tariffs have really put things on its side for a little bit, but people are still coming out. The spring market has sprung. The real estate signs have popped up along with the dandelions, and there's good activity out there.
So how is inventory? I mean, you got a bunch of houses listed, and, what's that look like?
I'm doing well. I do have a bunch of homes listed. So overall, we have about 1,189 homes on the market in 10 counties, not just Lucas and Wood. In 10 counties, 1,100 homes. So to put that in perspective for anybody who's watching, during the Great Recession, in 2 counties, in Lucas and Wood County, we had about 11,000 homes on the market.
Wow.
Now, for 10 counties, a realistic even market for buyers and sellers is somewhere between 4,000 to 5,000 homes. So we're still significantly under. And a lot of people always ask, well, why is it like that? Is it because everybody was, buying homes when it was down at 2.5% and 3%? That's not the only reason. In fact, the biggest reason actually is the recession, because we had so many builders that were building homes in 2005, and then all of a sudden it went down to almost nothing nationwide. Mm-hmm. So nationwide, I think we're somewhere around 4 to 5 million homes behind. But, when that happened, we lost builders, we lost all their subcontractors, you lost lenders, you lost realtors, you lost developers. Everything came to a screeching halt. So something else to give you an idea, I believe the number was in 2005, we pulled over 3,000 building permits in Lucas County alone. This year will be just over 300.
Oh,
wow.
So the builders are really slowing down.
Yeah, well, we had probably over 100 builders at that time, and now we have probably 20 or 30 that are active, some that are building just a few a year, and some that are building as many as over 100 a year. Mm-hmm. But there just is not the same amount of people out there to do it. And unfortunately, a lot of kids have not gone into the trades. There's this push, you got to go to college, and they never took the opportunity to see how they could be entrepreneurs and go into business for themselves and become an electrician that could be earning $49 to $70 an hour.
Wow.
So we are seeing more kids that are starting to do that. The Home Builders Association here locally, they run a program every year called Build My Future out at the Wood County Fairgrounds to be able to show high school kids hands-on opportunities to how do you lay down a wood floor? How do you bend metal to be able to create heating ducts for an HVAC system? So last year, I think we had over 700 kids out there in one day. Oh, and that's great because, we need people. I mean, Sharon, trying to get a contractor to show up sometime is very difficult.
And trying to get a good contractor to show up is even harder.
Exactly.
I mean, good painter. I mean, you name it, someone that's reliable, that does good work, and someone that you could depend on.
Yep, exactly.
So
there's a lot of things that happened due to the recession that caused us to have a lot of frustrations that we're going through right now. But we're starting to see things improve. So, our inventory numbers and our sales numbers come out the 19th. So we're a little ahead of when we'd see April's numbers. They come out around May 19th. But in March, we had 591 homes that sold. That's 7.1% year over year. So that's good. So more sales were up. New listings, this is even better news, was 784 new listings, which is up 10%. So the reason that's good is we had 591 homes sell, but we had 784 homes added to the market. There's many times where it's not like that. It's just the opposite. So we're always going into rears. So now we see some gains there. That's good for buyers because buyers haven't had any inventory. Now we've got some inventory for them to choose from. And the other good news for buyers is we had 70 days on the market for the average home sale. So because of that, the homes are taking a little bit longer. They don't have to walk into the house with their agent with a purchase agreement in hand saying, okay, we just saw it, let's write an offer. They now have a little bit of time to breathe and try to make a good decision for themselves.
So are you saying that the days of multiple offers driving up the price is not as much as it was? Because it was crazy for a long while.
It's not nearly to the level that it was, but it is still happening. So 2 weekends ago, I was involved in 2 purchases and 1 listing. All 3 went into multiple offers. This past weekend, I have a listing that's under multiple offers. I think we have 5 offers right now. There is still good activity. And Sharon, you know this, as long as the home is priced accurately, that is the key to everything, right? Because if your home isn't so great, maybe you just haven't had the funds to be able to improve your home. Well, then you have to price it accordingly. It doesn't matter that down the street, the same house may have sold for $50,000 more. It may have had a new kitchen and granite countertops and new baths and a new roof. You have to account for those details to be able to really know if your home can sell for that. So if it hasn't, okay, you're just not going to be able to make as much money. However, year over year, you've seen that the sales are up, prices are up. As a matter of fact, one of the statistics I saw recently is that in the United States, Toledo is number 5 for year over year gains. That's phenomenal for our market.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. So if you're thinking about putting your house on the market, if you're looking for a house, or if you just want to talk strategy, Eddie's information, eddieshometeam.com is scrolling. Reach out to him. He's an awesome dude to work with, and, start the ball rolling now.
Well, the other thing I was going to say too, real quickly, is before we let you go, is you talked about, doing things to, fix your home or whatever. Just clean your home, people. Just clean it. Herb appeal, change out light bulbs, get cobwebs, dust it, put your dirty laundry away, your dirty, empty the trash, get rid of your pet stuff, empty litter boxes. I mean, there are small things that you can do.
Unfortunately, there's just any of those things. That's just a great start. Maybe you didn't make any of those improvements, but like Sharon said, if you can just do the basics, it really does help with your showing. And the other thing, and this is not just because Sharon's here, but I just saw a statistic that came in from the NAR. 83% of buyers' agents said that home staging helps. 100%. Because Sharon, that's how you and I met. And I agree with that 100%. It makes a difference, especially if you got an odd shaped room, right? I mean, Sharon, you and I have seen a couple like that. It's like, where do you put the TV? I mean, You've got 2 windows here, the opening to the dining room there, the staircase here. And it's like, how do you set this up? It makes a huge difference. It's like putting a nice tie on a blue suit.
Sure.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, Dave Clunk wants to say, hi, Eddie. So Dave's watching.
Hey, Dave.
There you go. All right. Great job. As always. Thank you. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast, believing in us. And
yes,
so we'll
you guys are awesome.
All right.
Hey, great seeing you guys. Take care, and thanks for all you did last week. It was fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Okay, bye.
All right. Good information there.
I know
Let's
Eddie from
see.
way back, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne Pavlika.
He's coming
Inside
back.
Out Wayne.
Oh, he's
on
coming
the way
back
back
from Virginia.
Nice.
Okay.
Little Mother's Day fun.
Yeah, and Laura said hi when Eddie got on.
All right. So I just got some information. Would you like to know what it is? It's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
I was just informed via email that the Denny Schaefer Summer Disco Party, benefiting Little Blessings, on June 6th this year. All the tables are gone.
Woo!
Yes, the tables are gone, people. Very excited about that.
Lovely.
And Dancing Queen should be playing right now, but my computer froze. So we won't be playing it. Anyway,
you want to get up and twirl around like you do at the party?
I am just so humbled and so excited and thankful that people support these parties. And
they're a blast. Are you kidding me?
We have 159 general admission tickets left.
Okay.
159. So if you want a general admission ticket, they're still available.
Well, did you find out, will they be selling GAs that night or no?
I don't know. I wouldn't count on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it either, but
I would get your ticket now. GAs are $25. Get you in right before 8:00 to watch the Open. And we're working on something really cool for that.
Yeah.
And we're just thankful that people love these parties. So thank you, Toledo, Southeast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that just makes me nervous just watching that. You kidding me? Anyway.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Yeah. It's
Denny vomiting all over everybody.
Denny losing his lunch.
and maybe other bodily functions.
There you go.
Let's see here.
Let's hope not.
Brittany's excited for the disco party. She bought a table.
She did. She's on the dance floor, baby.
Terry is looking forward to it, Mr. Yes, Debbie, Josh, and Olivia are going to be there. It's Friday, June 6th.
Friday, June 6th. Yep.
Hensville. All right. We got some bromance going on here between Eddie and Dave.
Okay. That's awesome.
So, and yeah, Wayne.
Long time
Wayne,
no see.
Eddie says hi in case you're driving and can't see it.
All right. There you go.
All right. Rick's got his general admission ticket.
Can't wait. Awesome, Rick. Thank you.
Okay.
So now we're going to talk about events that we're looking forward to this summer, besides the disco party, which kicks it all off.
Well, I mean, I think just the fact that Toledo brings in the events that Toledo does, it's pretty cool.
It is.
I mean, and the one guy who came in to the Huntington for an event, he was from out of town, and he's like, downtown Toledo is so awesome. It's like a mini Detroit. It's really revitalizing. It's got a lot happening, and
it does.
Yeah. So, and then the Rally by the Rivers are starting up May 30th.
Yeah, I actually,
Party in
my
the park,
information
sorry.
says beginning May 23rd. So it's one of those Fridays.
Well, this was the Destination Toledo.
All right. Okay.
May 30th, but I don't know. Do you have a who's playing on the May 23rd?
No. I mean, I had the whole list.
Party
at some
in the
point.
park.
Yeah,
keep
Rally by
calling
the
it
River, Party
Rally
in the
by the
Park,
River.
whatever you want to call it. This says May 23rd, 2025, run on Friday evenings from May through August. Party in the Park series features 13 local and regional music acts playing Friday evenings, and it's hosted by local nonprofit organizations, which is how it used to be done.
Well, you know what? May 23rd is Memorial Weekend. Maybe that's why it's not on here. Because then May 30th is the first actual separate Friday.
Okay.
The Zach Attack Band with opener Trip Letters. Never heard of them.
I want to get down to at least one of those, just for nostalgia purposes, just to go down on a Friday and
I mean, they have a main band and an opener for every Friday. Beef Carvers with opener the 25s. Oh my gosh, why do I feel so old all of a sudden?
Don't know.
The Grape Smugglers and Hot Air Balloon Glow. Oh, with the opener Miser Vossen.
Okay.
Distant Cousins.
They're good. I've heard them at Acoustics for Autism.
North of Nashville. That one, oh my gosh, is that Kathleen? Isn't she in that one?
I don't know.
Kathleen Miller.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow
I'm
her.
almost positive, or she knows them, or she's played with them or something.
Artie Clam, that'd be a good one, July 11th.
Ooh, with Nikki D and the Sisters of Thunder.
Yeah, see, I think that's definitely the one, July 11th. I'm going to put that down.
The Day Drinkers with opener Funk Factory. That's July 18th.
Oh, we like funk.
The Skittlebots. Daisy Chain is opening for them. Jeep Fest is August 1st. That's a whole big another event.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever been down for that.
It's crazy busy down there. That parade is unbelievable. But I have a conflict. And I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it. Yes.
What is it?
I got invited a year ago to play in a golf outing up by Traverse City.
Mm.
And I said yes. And then I reconfirmed like a month ago, are you still in? I said yes. And then one of the other things that I'm looking forward to, so maybe we can work it out. We'll just take that week off.
Of what?
The end.
The podcast?
The first. Well, no, we could always record or take a week off a podcast or whatever. Just do a couple.
Don't I get vacation time?
Anyway, this is something that's cool that I'm looking forward to. Besides, all the cool stuff happening in Toledo. My siblings and I were renting a house up near Traverse City, Interlaken. Earth, Wind, and Fire is in concert in Interlaken, and we're all going to go.
Well, they're coming to Toledo Zoo Amphitheater again.
Okay. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm looking forward to. But that's on like a Tuesday.
Who's the lead singer?
For
What's his name?
for who?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well,
Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey.
His son is now in the band.
yeah,
Has been in the band.
yeah. I think he's been in.
I love it
for a
that
while.
the next generation is
Oh, yeah.
taking over. You know?
Yeah, so that's going to be a fun time because we have not spent that amount of time as siblings in 40 years
Yeah.
together. You know, it's all staying in the same house. It's going to be awesome.
Mhm.
Anywho, that's what I'm looking forward to.
They're
this summer.
having an Elton John tribute band August 8th. Opener Venix. It's Greggy and the Jets. And then the opener is Venix and Elton John tribute band.
Oh, cool. Debbie Turner wants to know, when is Earth, Wind, and Fire coming to Toledo? I wasn't aware they were coming.
I told you that they were.
Okay.
Debbie, you'll have to, because she's going to be in Toledo. I don't know. Go to the Toledo Zoo's page, ToledoZoo.org, I
Let
think.
me help you out. When is Earth, Wind, and Fire at the Toledo Zoo?
This is how we show prep
Yeah, well,
on the show.
well, but it's on that. But we didn't know that somebody was going to ask that. Tuesday, July 29th, 7:30.
Oh, right after you leave.
Gates open 1 hour before the show. Tickets available for purchase. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Toledo Zoo Amphitheater.
Yeah.
So there you go. July 29th, Tuesday. Okay.
All right. So I think that's it, right?
That's all I got. You got anything else? Are you looking forward to anything this summer? I'm looking forward to enjoying our patio like we did last night and yesterday afternoon. That was awesome.
No, I mean, we got a suite set up here.
We do.
So
As soon as we get the right lawn furniture or the patio furniture we're looking for.
yeah. So tell me real quick,
Yes.
how does it feel to be living out the last day of 65?
All right, here's our note. Wait, is that too high? Ready and happy birthday to you. Okay, different key. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denny. Happy birthday to you.
That's Olivia in her class?
I know.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
I texted her this morning. I'm like, hey, I know it's last minute. Can you get one of your choirs to like record happy birthday for dad? I said, I want to play it on the podcast.
Why did they put the camera on the ceiling?
Because she can't have it on the kids' faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's her 6th grade class. I thought they sounded really
That was
good.
adorable.
She goes,
Thank
"Oh,
you.
Okay, different key.
Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, tomorrow's my birthday, blah, blah, blah. I'm working.
Yep.
There you go. Golfing today. So my birthday golf's a day early. And then Wednesday I'm golfing and it'll be a day late. So there you go.
Okay. So funny video.
Funny video time. And then I got to have lunch.
Oh, no. First of all,
Oh, we got to give away the shirt.
yes.
We got to give away this before the funny video.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Here is the question, ladies and gentlemen. First one to text in the right answer.
How well do you know the podcast? Is that
How
what it is?
well do you know our podcast? Friday, Sharon mentioned a bucket list item on the podcast. What was it? What was it? Dun, 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 dun. Yes, she does. Olivia does it again. I want to see some tears, damn it. It was very, very sweet. Have a happy birthday, Denny. Thank you, Laura.
Debbie, I want a shirt. Okay.
Okay.
Terry,
Okay.
foreigner. She got it.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Don't we want more information of
No,
like
she-
where?
She knew.
All right, Nurse Terry, this is yours.
Message us what size.
Yeah, we have XL and large. Whichever one you
Oh,
want.
Christy,
She was close.
you were there.
She
Yeah.
was right
CM
there.
foreigner. Uh-huh.
So anyway, we'll have more shirts, people. Just pay attention to the podcast and, you could win one of these collector's items
Tommy.
because right now there's only 8 available. But Frogtown Tees is setting up a store, an online store so we can sell them. And we're going to buy some more too. So thank you, Dee Dee.
Everybody's cashing in on the birthday.
Thank you. That's very nice. All right. Now funny video.
Yep.
Here
All right,
we
ready?
go.
This is a minute, but it's very worth it. You got the volume up.
Always.
Said it was gonna rain. Look at me. I look like a fool now. All right, everybody start loading on. What do we want? Accurate weather. When do we want it? Now. Fall must fall. Fall must fall. Fall must fall. What do we want? Accurate weather. When do we want it? Now. Paul's a weather boy, not a weatherman. Paul's a weather boy, not a weatherman. Who are you sick of? The weatherman. Paul's a clown. Paul's a clown. Paul's a clown. You said it was gonna rain. Look at me. I look like a fool now. Whether or not, here we come. Stop all the lies. I'm cooking like a fry. The humidity is much higher than expected, Paul. Rain, sleet, or snow. They'll not let it go. We will be back and they will hear us.
That is just awesome.
Isn't that hilarious?
That is so creative. That had to go crazy viral. And did the guy ever respond to the people?
Yeah, he commented in the comments.
That's just funny.
I know. I saw that this morning. I'm
So
like,
so basically, it's not
hilarious.
just Toledo. It's also happening in Tampa, where they are wrong 90% of the time.
accurate weather, right? So.
Well, I blame the management, but that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway,
oh,
all right.
Nurse Terry is still answering in Long Island. Yes,
Yep,
she
correct.
listened.
and I
Yep.
looked it up, and it's a venue about the size of the Stranahan. Tickets are going to go on sale to all the people that are members at this particular venue, and then it goes to foreigner super fans or whatever who pay money to be that, and then it's going to go to general public. There's not going to be any tickets available when it goes on to the general public because it's only 2,200 seats. So
Don't
what
you
I'm
have
hoping,
an in? Don't you have an in?
I do not.
Uh,
There was a time I had it in. I don't have that anymore. Anyway, just think of all the free shows we've seen over the years, honey. 25 years. What I'm hoping is the band loves it so much they decide, hey, we're going to do a summer tour. Then game on.
well, I think they're on tour, but Lou Graham isn't with them. That's
Well,
the thing.
But the whole thing is you want Lou Graham with them. So if
I
Lou Graham
know.
joins the tour, then that's game changer.
Anyone
for
out there
Sharon's bucket
like
list.
a fan of Foreigner or fan of the place in New York? Whatever. Okay. Wednesday.
There it is. Men, pause. Oh, I like how you put men in all caps.
You know why?
Why?
Because everything to do with women and our emotions and our bodies all start with the word man or men. Menstrual, menstruation, menopause, mental breakdown. Yeah.
There's a connection there, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Wednesday, we're having
Claudia.
on to discuss menopause for women, but it's also for men.
Yes, man.
So
Tune in and
share
have a pencil
that
and
for
paper
sure.
and write notes, because if you haven't dealt with it,
because it's just another thing that we have to deal with.
and men do too.
I know,
You're not
but
dealing with
you're
it by
not
yourself.
physically dealing with it.
I know, but I'm getting the wrath of it.
Oh, you don't even know.
No,
Are we done?
I think so.
Oh,
This
Barb's
will be a
saying happy
fun day
birthday.
Wednesday. Thank you, Barb.
Yeah.
See you Wednesday. Share the podcast, people.
Great
We want to
energy.
take
That's
over the
right, Terry.
world.
All right, Terry, we'll get you your shirt, girl.
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.